So one thing that I don't have on here that I want to talk about very briefly is Trump getting his penalty for the sexual assault of E. Jean Carroll.
Okay.
That's really important. So he is on the hook now for $83 million. I think it's like 18 for damages and then like 60 something for punitive damages.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's so much money. I mean, if we look, I think his net worth is like $2.6 billion or something like that.
Okay.
That's what it says. You can look it up online. I don't know how much of that is liquid, right?
No, probably very little.
Right, exactly. He's in real estate and all that, so it was probably not much of liquidity there. So this $83 million, and then in a couple weeks down the line, we're waiting to hear back from the other New York civil fraud case, which could bring down another $320 million, which would just wipe out a fifth of his net worth.
Brutal.
Just brutal.
Absolutely. And this is, so in the E. Jean Carroll case, this is for defaming.
Yes,
her, right?
It's for defaming. Another jury has found him guilty of sexual assault.
Yes.
Period. The judge has come out very clearly and he said, as per this court, we have found that Trump did commit sexual assault against this woman.
Which, to be clear, for us, I think is completely disqualifying.
Yeah.
As far as being president.
No, yeah, we're going to elect a rapist.
Yeah.
Or a sexual assaulter.
Yeah,
what are we talking about here? Funny. There was a clip of Rudy Giuliani defending him. He's like, hold on. This wasn't rape. It was sexual assault. And it's like, dude, if that's the defense you're going with, fine by me. But please.
That's brutal. Well, because they've usually been going with the defense of just complete denial.
Yeah.
Of course.
Now you can't.
I mean, they still will. He still will.
Yes.
Right.
But he can't say her name. Every time he says her name with a denial, he's going to get charged more money.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like every time he brings up her name and defames her again,
Yeah.
which is him rejecting that, was defaming.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's fantastic. No, but it's important, I think, for us to bring up and clearly state that is disqualifying for president, because I don't think it's prominent enough in the media, and it should be like a clear red line, and it should also kind of ring alarm bells in our head that it isn't a clear red line.
Yes.
And that it's not deterring his path to the nomination whatsoever.
There is an absolutely solid group of people that are going to be voting for a confirmed rapist next November.
A convicted sexual assaulter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To put it nicely.
Okay. It's not necessarily convicted because it wasn't found in a criminal court. It was found in a civil court.
But
so it's not technically convicted.
Conviction isn't the word. What is the word?
I don't know. Found to be guilty of, committed.
Because he's not a convict.
Right. Because he's not a convict.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So, but this dude did commit sexual assault, and half the country's going to vote for him for president. Which is fucking wild to me.
Why is it civil instead of criminal?
I don't know the whole intricacies of it, but there's because it was going through a defamation case. I think that's one of the reasons, and defamation isn't a crime.
Okay, no, but rape is a crime.
Yes, but she wasn't pursuing charges for rape.
Okay, interesting. Maybe she thought she had a better chance.
Yeah, because she probably figured that the burden of proof to get a guilty without a reasonable doubt in a criminal court case for a rape that happened 20 years ago was going to be impossible.
Yeah.
So she had to go the civil route.
Good move.
Good move.
Good move.
Smart move.
Yeah.
Now, Nikki Haley has been asked questions related to this, and they're like, what do you have to say about this? And she's like, I trust the juries. The United States juries are strong and are impartial. And I'm very happy she said that.
Yeah.
I am very, very happy that we have a Republican who is saying that juries are impartial. It is so important because so many people are like, the justice system is stacked against Trump. Oh, this is a collusion. Wait a second. Are you telling me that the random people picked out of New York City that were interviewed by Trump, and he actually rejected people to be on the jury if they paid a lot of attention to the news? That was one of the questions he would ask.
Yeah.
He was like, are you very politically active? Do you pay a lot of attention to the news? Yes, I am. Yes. Okay. Get him out, bring a new juror in.
It's crazy.
And even after all that, $83 million found by the jury.
Yeah, that's wild. It's I agree that it's really important, and it's one of Trump's campaign advisors, or maybe one of his political advisors when he was president, Stephen Miller, tweeted something about how Haley had crossed a red line. She had crossed a Rubicon with supporting the not conviction, the decision against Trump that he had committed sexual assault, and that her political career was completely over, completely dead by doing that.
What?
Yeah, so it's like, it just, I don't know, it emphasizes how much this is a one man show. This is all about loyalty to a single person. It's not about ideals.
No. There's no policies in this politics at all.
No.
There's no policies in this politics at all. And this is coming at a time when Nikki Haley is actually doing okay in South Carolina. I know we talked about, oh man, Trump is running away with the nomination. She's only like 20 points behind. Listen,
only 20 points.
Listen. 20 points isn't that bad. Listen. 20 points isn't that bad. It's bad.
Bad is relative, people.
Bad is relative. Bad is relative when you are determining what you want to happen in November. And if you're a Democrat and you see Trump only getting like 60% of the vote in South Carolina, that should make you feel really fucking good.
True.
That should make you feel really good. Because a lot of these Haley supporters, as we know, we've dug into the crosstabs and the exit polls of New Hampshire, of Iowa. These Haley voters are not going to vote for Trump, or at least more than half of them aren't.
Yeah.
So if we see that same type of dynamic going on in South Carolina, it's going to be a whole different story.
Definitely.
Yeah. Now, South Carolina also has some weird rules where Democrats, well, not weird rules, it's the same thing as New Hampshire. Democrats can go in and vote in the South Carolina primary. Oh. And the Nikki Haley campaign is trying their best to get Democrats to vote for Nikki Haley. Chris Sununu was saying that too. Chris Sununu was trying to get Democrats to cross party lines and vote for Nikki Haley in South Carolina, so that could bump her numbers up more, which might kind of screw up with our analysis of determining how many Haley voters or Republicans would then go vote for Trump.
But some of the exit polls we saw in New Hampshire also specifically asked whether they were Republican or Democratic voters.
Yes, they were like, are you a Republican? Yes, I am Republican. Will you vote for Trump in November? No, I will not. Like 30% of people.
Yeah.
Something like that.
The one thing I'll say on this is I fully endorse Democrats in South Carolina going out to vote for Haley.
Go do it.
Please do it.
If you're a Democrat in South Carolina, go vote for Nikki Haley. I disagree with Nikki Haley. I'll vote against Nikki Haley, but please vote for her over Donald Trump.
It's actually much, like knowing that South Carolina will go red in the general.
Yeah.
You voting for Haley has much more power than any vote you could cast for Biden in the general election.
Totally true.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.